Hello friends, welcome to another urban homesteading episode with Professor DIY, Mrs. DIY and Elpida. Today we have a treat for you. We're going to build 3 projects in one day. We hope to finish them in one afternoon, right Elpida?
Yep.
And they're going to be fun, whimsical, and will give you skills to take your woodworking game to the next level. So we're going to discuss them. We're going to show you the projects before we build them because, you know, the magic of editing.
Right.
We can show them to you before we start building them. And then as always, we're going to show you every step of the way and tell you exactly how you can do it yourself. So today we built a set of sconces, how you pronounce that?
Yep.
And you can embellish them differently. You can do a lot of different things. But this is one of our projects. Then we built a charcuterie board that it is small in scale. It's more of a presentation board, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, a smaller version of this. I don't know what to call them. Mrs. DIY, what do we call this?
That's a food stacker.
A food stacker.
Yeah, so if you have a party and you have different things that you want to put out, you can set them on different levels. And it's really just about the aesthetic of the presentation.
So these are going to be our 3 projects for today. And we built them all in an afternoon, including a trip to the store and filming. So these are easy projects to build in an afternoon for any of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So stick around. You're still my favorite viewer. And this is going to be a very fun episode in which we're going to give you tips and tricks like we always do. So once again, we rated our scraps. And these are all hardwoods. So for this little project, we decided to go with hardwood, even though technically it will never be used. It will be a prompt, a decoration, right? A presentation piece. I guess you could use it for a small something, but we're going to decide which ones we like the most. And we're going to show you a very, very simple way to build this. So without using very fancy equipment, we tried to find a technique to shape the handle of our little board. And we're using a scrap in order to refine our technique. And if it works, we're going to show you on the real piece. If it doesn't, we'll show you another technique.
So after using the Japanese saw a little bit to get some of the bulk off, we're now using a small token saw to get in there a little bit because it has a very fine blade on it, which allows you to make cuts on the curve and do a radius that's much more fine. Then that will be followed up with sanding
Right.
to get the correct curve that we're looking for.
All right, what do you think? So we made our pattern, the piece that we were checking to see if our tools work, became our pattern, and we read something we like. We like the handmade look of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly not machine made. So we're going to use it now as a pattern for our shape of the actual piece. Again, we just want to soften it from the angular thing. We don't want any big dimensions, right? And you can leave it if you don't like it, or if you have a jigsaw or a, what is that saw that I always call the saw? Not another.
I can't tell you.
There is another saw we have, but it is in storage now. And you do not need to be perfect, but we're trying to use the same template. We have roughly the same areas that we remove, right?
Right, the same contour.
So then we're going to use the same tools and perform the same operations on the actual wood, not the inaction. Excellent. This is our first time using the Dremel Max Trio, and we purchased that with our money. This is not a sponsored event. We just wanted to show you another machine that I've not seen very often, but definitely came in handy this time. It is not necessary. It was just a way for us to speed up the process because we're going a little too slow for finishing the projects in an afternoon with filming and everything else. So we use this machine to take a lot of material quickly and create the little indentations we needed in our handle. Very, very good machine. Once again, we're not going to measure anything. We're putting the 3 pieces together. We've finished the top, what we call that, the handle.
Handle.
And we have marked where we need to cut the other 2 pieces so they will be flush at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to take them to the saw, cut them to length, and then we're going to glue them together. Very good. And now we should have the correct length. Back to the assembly table. So we're going to use the same process because we do not want to use any fasteners. So we're going to use CA glue and wood glue at the same time. And now if you want, you can start with the painter's tape. And go up and down since you have 2 pieces. And the painter tapes just maintain alignment, right?
Yep.
Alignment.
Alignment, yes.
Okay, same with the next piece. And do you guys want to put any clamping power or just where we are, we're good?
I think clamping would be good. Don't you? Mm-hmm. So that's probably a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're using 2 clamps to just keep,
One more.
huh?
Get us one more so we can have the middle.
No, we're fine. We don't need more clamps. This is hardwood, it doesn't bend.
It's not about the bend, it's about making sure everything is held together. That's all.
We don't need a 3rd clamp.
In any way,
It hurts having more clamps than we need.
just trying to make sure that the glue is as we still need them.
Okay? The sanding process here was necessary because we had a little squeeze out on our glue, as you can see here, and we had to get rid of it. Again, it's better and easier to remove glue after it has dried because especially if you finish the piece, you're not going to have any blotches. So we took a little bit of time to take all the glue away, and as you're going to see when we're finishing the piece, it had the perfect finish. Not any blotches anywhere, no signs of glue. Maybe a little bit of sanding.
Can we go up and down a little bit? For this, I don't want any stain. It should have to be oil of some kind.
The endless sanding. It's a good thing that one of us enjoys sanding
Yeah,
because I do not
it's my
enjoy it.
favorite pastime.
Well, it will appear so.
No, it's just something that I appreciate the effort and the outcome.
And I think that's a good rule, don't you agree? If
Definitely.
a piece of wood feels like it's running away from you, let go of it. Do not try to save it.
Trust me, I did not try to save it. I let it go. I didn't want any part of that thing.
Good.
Okay, so I think this is nice and able to be gripped without getting a splinter or anything. So it's pretty good. It's nice and smooth.
And this is zebra wood and purple heart, right?
Yes.
And we're going to try a different type of finish today. A new and improved finish, which we hope it will work. We don't know, but here it goes. What is this, Mrs. J.Y.?
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Which is food safe, so if you're going to use this as a display, like on a buffet or something, to have cheese, crackers, fruits, whatever, coconut oil is safe.
And that's all you can be creative with your finishes, right? You don't have to follow, and you can see the grain popping out really nicely. This almost has a satin look, doesn't it? The Purple Heart.
Yeah.
And Mrs. DIY, where do you buy this coconut oil contraption?
You can buy coconut oil at any store. We got this very large one at a local retailer.
Well, this is not liquid like normally.
Well, at room temperature, on a hot day, it would be liquid. Room temperature in an air conditioned space, it's solid. It's I don't know what the melting temperature is, but
There is another type of coconut oil you can get that is liquefied, but I don't remember what it's called right now.
Could you use cooking oil and just spray it?
I guess.
Okay.
this is richer, like so it's probably going to saturate it pretty well and then leave a nice sheen. It won't like soak all the way in and then leave it looking dry.
I'm surprised how the purple heart looks like very satin-like.
Very nice. And then, since you're using oil as a finish here, just
We will have to repeat it.
periodically add new oil as you see it starting to dry out.
Any oil is a maintenance item, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you can use the same way and scale this up or even down, right? And you can hang it on a wall with a saying on it. You can do anything you want, just create a little visual interest.
Yep.
This one, because we use hardwoods, actually you could cut on it as well, no?
Yeah.
But the design was not to be a cutting board, it's kind of small for that.
It's more for display purposes
Right.
and add nice color and interest to your table.
It looks very good.
It does.
Beautiful. Fast project. And I don't know what it is called. It's like a food display or I don't know what it is called, but I will put a picture of here or we're going to set it up for you to see when we're done. So we're going to use hickory for it. And we're going to try and get probably 3 boards out of this. So we're going to go to our nice saw here.
Uh-huh.
These are all 90-degree cuts.
Okay. And in case you guys were wondering why it's always off to the angle, it's so that this little piece isn't sticking out and like grabbing people.
Because Mrs. DIY and Lupita,
Oh, you wanted to go there.
I just did, yeah.
You wanted to go there.
I did go there.
Anyway, when you put it off to the side, it means it's a little more tucked and safe for people to walk through.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna measure?
No. Did you forget which channel this is?
But you said you were gonna get 3 boards out of it.
I am. Ha!
That's 2.
Ha!
Ha!
All right. And one in between. So,
What are you doing there?
cutting.
Okay, I guess I don't follow your...
I'm making 3 little displays, like 3 raised things.
Okay. And they're all different sizes.
Right. This will be the
Okay.
smallest.
Okay, I see.
Do you know? And this is going to go
Yeah.
in between.
It'll nest in between there?
It will nest.
Okay, very cool.
And I could have made it smaller actually.
And then the
Made
third
a
one,
mistake. It's
the
even
third
smaller,
one
yes.
is going to be even smaller. Okay, cool. So you might have to recut the legs on this one
No, why?
to allow for nesting, or what did you think you
No.
made a mistake on?
Well, I wanted it to be more in. I cut it as if they would be out. And I wanted a little reveal.
Ah,
That's okay. We have a little reveal.
okay. So then you might have to cut that.
We might have to cut it slightly.
Okay.
To Expedicia dice things, we're going around Elpida. Yeah, Expedicia dice. And we're going to cut both boards at the same time because we need to cut the same amount from both. What are you doing there? I need to teach you how to use the shovel, man.
That's not a bladey thing. Also appears not to work.
It works fine.
Oh, so it's user error. I'm already hot enough and I'm sweating in this garage. I do not need extra heat.
Okay, try to remove the label.
You think I got... Oh, hey, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
And that's how you remove labels.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It's still got the residue, but it is
We're going to
gone.
glue them. That's just glue is what we're going to use. You can make them a little more elaborate, and I will tell you how. But we're not going to do that because we want to keep that a very straightforward, easy project for beginners. So we're using CA glue. CA glue will be our clamp. Okay, you're taking too long. Okay, is that correct here?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we're lined up with our marks.
All right.
Yeah.
We don't need activator, we're fine.
Okay.
We just don't need to disturb it for 60 seconds.
Put your hand on top of it.
So we're putting some weight. Weight activates the CA glue, in case you didn't know that. Can you bring that battery, please? Love, there is a battery there. Straight ahead, there is a battery. And again, our very sexy and sophisticated weighting system. We're going to leave it for a few minutes while we're doing other things, and we're going to come back for part 2. So now we're working on the second piece, and we are going to glue the little legs. It's the same process. We're going to use CA glue in the middle, and then normal wood glue. Titebond is at 2 or 3.
I think it's 2. It's quick and thick,
Okay.
so neither.
Hold that.
And we're using little scraps for
tight.
spacers, as we always do. I'll hold pressure on it. Come on. Even with the 3 of us here, sometimes the assembly can be challenging, right?
Yeah.
We need more hands than we have available. Now, Peter, if you can go and get the second battery, the second high level,
Where is it located?
next to the filter. Between the fan and the filter fan. Okay. And now again, we're going to use very extensive and expensive weighting mechanisms. There we go.
Okay.
2 batteries. That's why you don't get rid of your old batteries. They're great weights for gluing. So, Alpida, are you done with all the
Sanding?
sanding?
No, because there's some pieces we put together with no sanding.
Oh no.
So I was just trying to see if maybe this short piece that I had cut off would make an appropriate leg for the bottom one, if you decided.
We have another piece.
Let me see what the width. No, I would have to create one, but we do have a piece that I can create one with, but that would not clear it. So, we might just stick with that. I don't know, or we could make.
Let's see. We can make something even shorter, right? I mean,
Yeah, we can. I just wanted to see if maybe that one would work because it was already cut
Yeah.
and it's like right there.
That's the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, we use very expensive CAD design.
Yes.
It is very lifelike to test everything, right?
Yep.
Now you need to.
Is it okay?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Can you have a pencil to just mark the side of it? Okay.
Oops. That
That's
one.
all right. Yep. Got it?
I need any more of that right
And this
now.
is our injury. It could have been worse, but our standing rule in the shop is that if a piece of wood tries to escape you, you let it go, right? Don't try to save it, it will make an injury worse. So we did not suffer a great injury, but we did suffer an injury.
Yes.
Don't throw offcuts like this away. They make very good propping tools for when you paint or stain, and they don't leave big marks on your piece. So these are nice little offcuts that you can utilize for your finishing.
And they're an alternative to having to purchase like the painter's triangles.
And if you wanted, you even cut them in half or thirds, you know.
Right. So we had to make a little detour over to the box store to get the correct lumber for us. And these are 1/2 inch by 6 inch wide by 2 feet long for this project. And we've made a mark here, and we're going to cut off that amount for both of our boards. So we're going back over to the saw.
Excellent. Now these need to be a little shorter for visual interest. So how much less wide? You want to do that one or you want to cut it in half?
So we have both of the backs of our pieces here clamped together. And as we previously noted, we had made marks for the top of that shelf and then on either side of that triangle bracket. And what we're going to do now, because we have both pieces together, is drill pilot holes where the shelf is going to go and then also where the bracket's going to go, only one there because of the triangle shape. And then we will know exactly where the screws need to go when we're coming up through the back. And since we're doing that both at the same time, we don't have to play around with additional placement or trying to get them to line up.
Okay. So you need two there and one there. And you're going all the way through.
Yeah.
And again, keeping in mind these boards are only 1/2 inch, so the triangle piece is a little bit thicker.
Okay.
And then we can release the clamps. And start the assemblies.
So we're putting the screws in through the board until they just come
That's too close.
through the next side.
Okay, there we go.
And the third one. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to show you what is the next step. So with the screws aligned, we can now easily find our location and start inserting.
It looks a little bit low to me.
If it is in the line, it is correct. Cannot
Is it
be
on the
wrong.
line? Hold on.
Yeah, it was fine.
There. Okay.
Okay, and then the other spoon.
You ready?
Okay, and then the last piece. And I don't know how to hold this, but
Got it?
excellent. And now we have no sewing fasteners, and we didn't make any mistakes in either alignment or where our screws are, right? We're going to repeat that on the second piece. I will get right back with you. So friends, these are our projects for today. The two sconces, the small charcuterie board, which again you can scale up or down to fit your needs, and those three simple food displays. Ladies, what is the most challenging thing we had to do today? Was it the injury part?
That was part of it. I think the most challenging was trying to make this exactly the way we wanted it, the shape, to start the form that we wanted to have for this handle head. You know, that was a little challenging. We had to use a couple of different saws, some sanding, and you know, just kind of working with what you have to make it the shape that you want.
So from the three projects, this was the most challenging one?
I think so.
Because I want to say I think these and the sconces are really a beginner project.
Yeah, agree.
And maybe the charcuterie board a little more advanced, but also instead of having this detail, you can just take little slivers of a triangle on the side and be a simpler system, a simple handle. Well, how much things cost us? Everything here was from scraps, and the sconces were $4 a piece. We bought two boards that were $4 per board, right?
Well, and by scraps you mean you had purchased the wood previously at some point because they are specialized wood, but that was no cost today.
Well, I have built things with that before.
Yeah, but that hickory board, those were fresh boards,
Right.
so
And I cannot find out how much they cost because,
it's been a while since you bought them.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, this is zebra wood and purple heart. So unlike a normal build, these are very exotic woods, right? And this is hickory.
That's a
And
very
I'm
nice
very,
looking
very
board.
pleased with the hickory finish, right?
Yep. Yep.
Any lessons learned? When we say a cut is dangerous, don't try it. How about that?
Yeah, we did learn that. We've been lucky to date, so that was our first real incident trying to do a cut like that.
Well, and usually we don't take great risks, right? I mean,
Right, right.
and again, we have the rule in the shop that if whoever holds a piece of wood feels the wood go, to let it go, not to try to save the wood, right? Because the wood was unsavable. We should have sewn it. I threw it away, but the wood was just chewed up. There was nothing we could do with it anymore. It was done, but it doesn't worth your finger or your arm or whatever appendage you have at risk, right?
Right.
And Mrs. DIY did suffer a little bit of an injury. How you will grade it from 1 to 10? How serious is your injury?
2.
Okay. We didn't need stitches or anything, but we did needed band-aids. So friends, this is our show for today. We do hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the other button twice. Share, like, subscribe. Let us know. Did you like episodes like this? And if you do, we're going to do more for you. From Professor DIY, Mrs. DIY and Elpida, let's build something fun together.